Welcome back, everyone, to the epic AA thought of the day, or just the thought of the day in general to help someone stay sober. Today's January 11th, and I'm going to give you the thought of the day from the 24-hour a day book. This is the 24-hour a day book, and we are on January 11th. So here is the thought of the day for January 11th. Let's get right into it. There's the thought of the day, the meditation, and the prayer for the day. So the thought of the day asks, when we were drinking, most of us never thought of helping others. We like to buy drinks for people because that made us feel like big shots. But we only use others for our own pleasure. To really go out and try to help someone who needed help never occurred to us. To us, helping others looked like a sucker's game. That line gets me. But when we came into AA, we began to try to help others. And we found out that helping others made us happy and also helped us to stay sober. The question of the day asks, have I learned that there is happiness in helping others? All right, let's get into the meditation of the day. The meditation of the day says, I will pray only for the strength, and that's God's will to be done. I will use God's unlimited store of strength for my needs. I will seek God's will for me. I will strive for consciousness of God's presence. For He is the light of the world. I have become a pilgrim who needs only marching orders and strength and guidance for this day. Let's get into the prayer for the day. It says, I pray that I may seek God's guidance day by day. I pray that I may strive to abide in God's presence. So again, that's from the thought of the day, 24 hours a day book. And you could go to the link in the description if you want to reread that for yourself. All right. So let's get into my interpretation of the January 11th AA thought of the day. Again, these are my opinions. I do not represent AA as a whole. This is only my experience, strength, and hope. And when I speak about my higher power, it is only my interpretation of this. All right, so the question asks, have I learned that there is happiness in helping others? That is the question of the day. Helping others is the topic, right? Well, when I was, let's take a rewind, like a time machine, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I lived about 4 years ago. When I was at the bar, I'd go to these open mics and then afterwards kick it, and go to other bars. I was at the bar playing a big shot because I used to sell weed, and I'd be Mr. Big Shot at the bars, right? But in the morning, my cheap side would kick in and I'd be mad that I'd spend as much as I did at the bar. Usually that would, not to brag, but it would be over $100 easily. And I'm pretty sure people spend that nowadays on their nights, right? But I only did that at the time was to boost my ego. I did that to feel like I'm a big shot. It was all that line sticks out to me. There's different things and different AA stories that get you, and for me it was that one. Or I would have an ulterior motive. You help me do this, I'm buy you a drink so I could start some networking with you later on, and that I'm a good guy, supposedly, or women, things like that. We as us guys, you always have to buy drinks, for people. And so I had ulterior motives. Or let's bring it back to not at the bar, right? With friends and family, right? And if you had a problem, or people came to me, I have a problem. That was your problem. It wasn't my problem, because if it didn't make money, it didn't make sense. Everything interrupted with me making money. I don't have time. That was my biggest excuse. I don't have time. And I thought that if I would do something nice for someone, they just wouldn't return the favor. People people weren't as kind-hearted as I was. You know, it's everybody's out to get you, you know, type of mentality. And now I see trust no one, right? All over the place. And but after so much time, let's go to now, right? What is now? And today, I know that one of the main points of me being on earth is to love one another and to love your neighbor, right? As it says. And after 3 years of sobriety, I'm still shedding off my old skin. It just doesn't magically disappear. And there's still a part of me that does behave the way I used to. It's decreased, but it's still there from time to time. I don't want to come up here and say I'm an angel, because I'm not, you know. But the difference is, this is the difference, that I can see when I'm starting to behave like my old self and being selfish, right? I do realize that when I'm helping my sponsees, the people that I help in this program, or I'm helping out a clubs, I'm part of more than one club, I am helping myself with the self-realization about myself as well. Like it's like constantly retraining something. You could kind of say it's like Mr. Miyagi teaching Daniel, you know, up, down, up, down. Oh, I forgot about up, down, and left, right. You know, I forgot. I had to retrain myself. I had to be freshened up. It refreshes me. And even with doing these videos, I'm understanding that I'm taking time from my day to help others stay sober. Yeah, it takes away time from my job, from my music. It takes away time from other areas of my life, you know, and I want to do these videos every day. So that's why I also say join the Patreon, so it can help me flex that time out. So, but that's another story. The fact that someone can take something positive and from a good action and create a ripple effect by it and pay it forward is what it's all about. That's what it's all about, is just pay it forward. And it could be little things. It could be little things like letting somebody pass on the road, or giving somebody a break. You know, being patient with people is a way of not being selfish, you know. Especially here where I live, it's a me first mentality. It's all about me first where I live in Chicago. And I'm not going to generalize everybody, but I do see it a lot over here. So, as they say, each one teach one. So, it's not about myself anymore, and we're like a team. So if I could help you become a ninja, then you train somebody else become a ninja. You see what I'm saying? We all are a team. All right, the meditation for the day. Thy will be done. It should be just this to me. It's thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and just drop the mic and walk away. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you a little bit more. So the earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. All right? At least according to when I asked Siri. So, and I believe God pre-existed the earth, right? And he will have his will done on earth and wherever he wants, and for as long as he wants, even after I'm gone. And all I need to do is accept that. He will be here forever and ever. Quote from KRS-One. All right? And so I just have to accept it. And that same power that created everything before even humans is there to help me. The strength from the Alpha and the Omega, the one that shall last forever. All I have to do is look for it. That's all I have to do, is take time out of my busy day to look for it. And like it says, seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall receive. It's his will. It's his will that will have the last word, and it's not my word at the end. It's his word. It's his will. See, I've come to realize that he's the boss. I'm just the employee, if I'm lucky to even be an employee, right? And why is he the boss, right? Let's think about that, right? I believe because he's wiser than me, he's smarter than me, you know, and he has more power than me, and he only wants the best for me, right? And all I need to do is trust him, and he will take care of the rest. It's just as simple. Just trust. I got you, fam. You know, as kids say, the whole fam. Yeah, I got you. I'll take care of this. You just trust, you know, like a good father. Because he always has. He always has and will continue to do so. All right? So for the prayer for the day, I pray that I may take as many pauses throughout my day to ask for God's guidance. And remember that I am nothing compared to God. I am nothing. So God will always have the last word, and always has. And with that, that concludes the January 11th thought of the day. If you could pay it forward, please consider joining the Patreon, and also subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what informative things, any constructive criticism, I'll be happy to look at. And also check out the other video descriptions. They should be somewhere around, hovering around me. So with that being said, everybody have a blessed January 11th. Peace.